And then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Our first carry now for Jordan Howard, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. Turn here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Bo Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. We're on the ball after it. 18.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So Into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Ran, touch.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Trubisky to throw again. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
On play action, it's Brady. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brady now on 1st down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Cohen. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Blue. Red, up. Red.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Right.
From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Burrow's got it, left side. Still fighting. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Blue. 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard 6-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it to Scarborough, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Brady now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Wait 20, right.
From the gun, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 20. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third and long, it's Brady. And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
180.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Flex round. Ohio.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down, Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Jones now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Howard. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
This is Scarborough, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Jones looking to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky with the give to Howard, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They go play action. Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Come on, come on. Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try again with Scarborough. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensive.